predicament.
Pregnant wife.
Let's talk about that pregnant bit
And
now.
the first thing you do is actually bring out your phone.
Leave the phone, leave the guy. Who, in their right senses, Lamushwangs a pregnant woman who's not your wife? If he's your wife, you're supposed to do that. I mean, that's a normal
obligation.
The way you make it sound obligation.
I don't understand what is attractive about a woman that has balls in front of.
People find it attractive.
It's a fetish for some people.
It's a fetish.
People find it attractive.
Yeah.
Yes.
My wife was very attractive when she was pregnant.
Gets mine now.
You and I were in the same boats.
No.
Because I don't understand it.
Bachi, are you married?
No.
Oh, your girlfriend is in the background, by the way. Are you not going to find out, you know?
But here's the thing. For the people that are married, check this out. For the people that are married and are also fathers, I'm sure when your wives were pregnant, you still engage in some activity.
You had to, actually.
And it also depends on your attraction to the woman. There's some women, it could be celebrities, they could be models, they could be drop-dead beautiful, even when they're pregnant. There's certain stages of pregnancy where a woman is a lot hotter, her boobs are fuller, her shape is a certain type of way.
Well, I don't know about that too. I don't know about that too. I bet to do No, man, no.
So first, it's not me who actually put her in that
tell you
situation.
what we're going to do. Let's take a very short break. Let's attend to this when we get back. Don't go anywhere. It's still the Black Table. Remember the hashtag, by the way. It is the Black Table on TVC. Let's top up our glasses and we'll be back.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bolly, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy E-Splash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime.
Black Table here for you for a Friday night. And see, listen, seriously, guys, I'm not going to let you guys get away with it this time. We were having such a grand discussion while the cameras were off and not on us. You guys have to say exactly what you guys said from before.
I'll go first.
Please go first, Femi.
I don't know how people find a pregnant. No, but you plant the seed though. A pregnant. How you gonna find that attractive though? How do you even get?
Say it like you want to say, man.
How do you get a stiffy or a pregnant woman? I want to be.
But like I said, and I've seen this before, some people are actually attracted to pregnant women.
So I hear though. So I
have
hear.
a fetish for pregnant women.
So I hear.
They can't. I don't know what it is.
So
like you said
like
about
that,
the booze being full and everything.
Every time though.
You know. I don't know.
Like I also said, there are advantages to having sex with a pregnant woman.
You guys want to check this
Number
out?
one, she cannot get pregnant.
One, that's raw dog style.
Do you understand?
Oh, Jesus.
No, but there's just something about... See, as long as you guys say that you can sleep with your wives when they're pregnant, another man is looking at your wife and says, I can do the same to your wife.
But what obligation
Hence-
now?
hence this
Obligation
story.
different from
This one is not
attraction.
your wife. This is another woman.
God bless
And
you,
then
my
somebody
brother.
put her in that situation.
God bless you, my brother.
How do you get hard?
Hard.
Looking at another man's labor.
Another man's labor. Nice way to put it.
See,
man.
how?
Good job. That's
See.
I didn't
That opportunity, opportunity comes but once.
No, this one is never an
There's
opportunity.
the caliber of woman that you might just have the single chance to be with.
And it's
Baba,
when
and
she's
she's
pregnant.
pregnant.
Beyonce, Kim.
Rihanna.
I no do.
That's you.
I no do.
That's
Like,
you.
you're pregnant though. Go and give birth.
But it's a woman. It doesn't matter.
What about the things?
Okay, just look at it like she put on some weight.
No,
check this out, yeah.
no.
Like,
You know what I
just she's
found
fat.
very odd and most disturbing was the fact that you are doing somebody else's wife, and you still had the patience, the time, the strategy to actually lay down romantic candles here and there. And everything. What kind of a man? What kind of a stupid man does that? You didn't take her to a hotel. You didn't take her to another inside the man's
bed.
house who has labored.
No, but that's that
Candles
risk
and
factor
everything.
though. People like risk is very
Risk what makes sex.
Yeah,
what,
yeah,
sweeter.
but pregnant woman, nah, man.
It pumps the adrenaline, you know.
I know do.
How's the adrenaline pumping? I'm in your house. I'm on your bed. They should actually investigate
I'm
the
with
guy
your
and find
man.
out who he is in general. Because to enter another man's house,
Yes.
be on his bed with his pregnant wife, dude, no.
You know that Nigerian saying? It's a Yoruba one. I don't know if you know it. Maybe you have something like that in Ghana. Femi, help me out. The frog and the egg. If you want to chop frog,
chop the one way.
chop the one we get egg.
No, so but for me,
So that's what the guy was doing. First
So
of all,
for me
but
though, I
if
feel
I'm the
like-
lady, I would not be with that kind of a man because I don't
My
think that
house.
he doesn't even look sexy. Is my point.
no, so
Not that
I
I know
feel,
sexy
so
men.
I feel like there's a backstory there. Like that girl, that guy, they have the thing going way back. Yeah, nobody.
He might even be the father.
Oh yeah.
Most probably. And the upside of this is, if it was the other way around, and it was this guy having sex with a random girl, the world would have gone crazy. Your pregnant wife, you cheated on her. But
There you have it. The other way around.
we're all humans at the end of the day. We're all humans.
Man, you think that marriage is ever gonna work? If you were there, if that was
Baba,
happening,
I don't break now.
Wait,
Pregnant-
well, let's just remember.
So it
she's
would have
carrying-
worked. It would have worked if he didn't make that video, because anybody
seen
anywhere with
Stigma.
500 naira data download. Your wife?
Stigma.
It's forever.
It's for. So that's why I tell people, like, anything you put on the internet, like, just know it can come back to bite you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can actually work things out. The guy and the girl, they can work things out, and life will be blissful. And we could be on the train in London. They're sitting up opposite me, and I'm just watching the video.
Like, huh?
And the guy's like,
You be bringing it down to
yeah,
look at
yeah,
it.
like, that gave me this now. You understand?
Martha.
No,
Martha
Martha.
Fanta.
Martha spoil matter.
Fanta. Everybody looked at me. I said Fanta.
Martha spoil matter.
Oh Jesus.
Pregnant matter. Why?
So we're laughing about this, but honestly, somewhere in Middle Africa, somebody's family is ruined. Their
I'm sorry,
entire
guys, we have
life,
moved on though.
everything.
And I believe without a doubt in my soul that he had his suspicions. He just
Yeah.
had to
There's a backstory.
There's a
Like you said, there's a
backstory.
backstory to this. Because if you listen to the audio, the guy really didn't sound that
He
upset.
wasn't pained. Exactly.
He didn't really sound
expected it.
angry or upset that your pregnant wife, if that is your child in her belly,
I just
is
hope.
with another
No,
man.
funny enough, no DNA
on
needed.
your
man.
bed.
No DNA needed.
Oh,
But then
no,
you
no,
might.
no, no.
So that brings that question
There's a
again. You have
backstory.
to actually ask and find out if that baby is his.
I
If
don't-
that would be the first thing on my mind.
There's no need to bother.
I just hope what I'm hearing
That
is
was
not
okay.
true.
You can go
That's
with the
the
child.
guy is a pastor.
Oh, that wasn't the story.
No, who was the pastor? The guy or
Which one?
the?
The guy that was in bed with a pregnant
Oh,
Actually,
they're from church in
Are you
Islam.
serious?
Yes. I just
Lord
hope.
have
It was.
mercy.
It might have been some kind of deliverance, though.
You understand?
Might have been.
Let me lay this stick on you.
No, it might have been some kind of deliverance.
With all this candle.
That-
Yeah, so there
we can't
was
rule that out.
spirituality
We can't-
to
we
it.
can't- Because I mean, the house, pastor, pregnant, office, husband, house.
So that's why maybe confidentiality. And then the gut for him to be in. I mean, he's been in that home. Probably.
It's been
That
there.
was the
more than
first time,
It wasn't
though.
the
That was
first time.
It wasn't the first time.
He's so much comfortable.
Very familiar with the place, you know.
Oh, another
man.
guy house, good is
I love
smashing
this
pregnant wife.
angle that you just came from.
Which is
The pastor angle.
Yeah.
So it could have been some form of deliverance, like you said.
It might
something
have
a
been.
happened.
lot. It's like,
Technically.
yes.
Instead of the delivery
Let
of
me
the
just
child.
pray for a very blessed child for you.
And all those kind of
who
things,
might be the next president.
of, yeah.
Yes.
And
So
he had to,
it has
he
to
had
come
to
from
have
God.
carnal knowledge of her, so
Very.
that all the evil
Very.
things around her will be dispelled.
Yes.
But now,
Yeah.
moving on from that, how common or prevalent do you think this is in society, Nigerian or Ghanaian?
I think this just shows us that at the end of the day, we're all humans. Like, so because normally, what we normally hear is, the guy cheated, the guy this, the guy that. This just shows you that women and men, we're all the same. We're all the same. It's just that guys don't know how to wrap their thing.
We don't know how to hide it.
Yes.
We're raw.
Yeah. Because in the real sense of the word, what is a pregnant woman? Pregnant. For me, like when you're, my opinion, I feel like when you're pregnant, the only thing that runs through your mind is, how can I just deliver this baby? How can I? Like, I don't think you should have time for a romantic relationship. I mean, they had candles lit.
Yeah, they had time.
Like, they had time. It was properly planned.
I'm also scared for the baby as well, because if you are out there having that kind of...
So,
what?
So I had a conversation with someone about this thing.
Oh,
And the guy
talk.
said, you can just imagine the baby dodging. Like, ouch.
Here comes another one. But if if you're a mother and you're that risque and you're having sex with other people while you're pregnant, are you using protection? Because first off, it would seem that you do not have any concern about the health of the baby.
I'm almost certain that the baby is the guy's. It's not the father, the guy.
But what if it wasn't? What if the baby isn't? What if? Let's just say that yes, the baby is not the side guy's.
So I think at the end of the day, it comes down to who you are as a human being. Like, I feel like that guy definitely knew who he married. He knew who he married. Like, he might be in denial. He might be in denial, but there's that, you can lie to the world, but you can never lie to yourself.
True.
When you're going to bed at night, there's that part of you that tells you that, this thing, So, he knew who he married. He knew, like, okay.
How many married women are having sex outside them? How many in Lagos?
In all honesty, if God could show us the numbers, we go just collapse, all of us. Like, we'll faint.
Then again, some people saw that video, and instead of seeing like romantic candles, they saw like something ritualistic was going on.
But that's African. Also, that's African. Everything for us is
they felt it was something ritualistic.
Everything for Africans is spiritual. Everything. Like, so that's the way we deal with things. I think that's our coping mechanism. Like, it has to be some kind of ritual. No.
Can we all play devil's advocate for a minute? What if there was reason for her to actually go outside? What if the man... Wait now. I'm not espousing to what she did do. No, now, wait. No, I'm not going to... Somebody's talking in my ear and say, what if it's a spiritual thing? I'm not going to say that's spiritual.
Let me jump on that train.
What if the man was
because
not...
like Femi said, he finds it hard that somebody is sleeping with a pregnant woman. Some men, husbands, are actually afraid to sleep with their pregnant wives.
Thank you, that's where I'm going.
Maybe she wasn't getting...
she wasn't getting it.
And the emotions. Okay. And Femi, also to answer you, sometimes just because a woman is pregnant doesn't mean she doesn't have those urges and those feelings.
Yeah, they actually have them
even more. When she might still want that D and want so much, and she's not getting it, and the guy is not willing to touch her, and somebody comes around to
and she allows
that,
him.
You know what?
First time, second time, third time, let's bring candles. That's what I thought.
And you know the beautiful thing about life? You can explain everything. Because what you're trying to do right now is make sense of something that I know does not make sense.
I said devil's advocate.
But it made sense to her and the guy that were about to do it, and they didn't care.
It's funny though, because that can actually be possible.
Yeah.
I'm as rational as that can actually be that, okay, the guy just goes, okay, auntie, when you deliver, we can continue from there. And
probably
then
staying away from her.
Buy vibrator now.
Some people like the real thing.
Like, do you understand? Okay, go to hotel. Why our bed?
Yeah, that's disrespect.
I don't have the money for hotel.
The guy,
but it's sheer disrespect.
If you're having sex with someone that doesn't have money for hotel,
have you bought those candles before? You know how much you send the
candles now.
Disrespect for me is
Christmas candles have been in the house.
I'm just don't rationalize. But for, one other thing that I really find very, very upsetting is the disrespect, the guts from the guy, not even the lady. So
I feel like the guy. I feel like, in all honesty, though, the guy probably. This is my opinion. I feel like the guy probably saw a girl that was out of the league. She was obviously out of the league.
Got married to a rich guy.
Okay, you know what? This is something I want, but I know it's out of my league. But I'm just going to try as much as possible to hold it down. And these are the things that happen when you play outside of your circle. You know your capacity as a human being. You know what is out of your league. You know what is not. It's basically like spending money you don't have. You are going to regret it at some point.
Yeah.
Because in the real sense of the word, there's no way a normal guy would marry a normal girl and this would happen. So I would rather her, and I'm assuming that they had no other prior issues, I would rather her call his parents and say, your son is not sleeping with me because I'm pregnant.
Okay.
It would actually be a better fight.
Tell you what, Femi.
Smashing somebody on your matrimonial bed.
That would be a good way to put a bow in and round it up for that topic, yeah? But I do understand what you're saying. Still playing the devil's advocate, however, we don't know the full story, and we hope
Exactly.
that we find what the full story is eventually. Do stay tuned. It's Femi Boakye here and also Mr. Gang in the back. We'll be back after this. We've got our main topic for today, something that's quite similar. They always are. And we'll be talking about that with you. Do remember the hashtag on all social media platforms, The Black Table on TVC. There you have it. There it is. All right. We'll be back.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bali, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy Eastplash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first for breaking news in Nigeria. Awarded the NMMA TV Station of the Year, TVC News is the station of choice for news that is first, accurate, balanced, and reliable every time. TVC and TVC News watched by over 4.5 million people in Nigeria every day on terrestrial, DTH, DTT, OTT, and available to viewers in the UK on Sky TV. Watch all of our world-class programs on TV, online, and on our app. TVC and TVC News, the best entertainment and news for Nigeria on TV and online.
And when you can't watch us, listen to us. 102.3 Max FM Lagos and 90.9 Max FM Abuja are now ranked among the most listened to radio stations in Nigeria.
Now, with over 1.5 million listeners every day, we're the people's favorite radio station. Best hit music.
So, we have a topic for you guys this evening now, dealing with the loss of physical attraction in a marriage or relationship. Now, the case study here is one of Evangelist Ikuku, who opened up stating that he has no feelings any longer for his wife, that he doesn't find her attractive anymore. He says he was initially sexually attracted to his wife, but after they got married, he no longer feels the same way. No attraction after only just 5 years. Now, this is a very funny thing, Femi, first off. This is also coming from a man of God. So I don't know how to look at it or what to say. I'm like, but
Well, it's just there. It's there.
did it happen?
It's there.
I don't know.
First of 5 years.
5 years.
Is not easy.
Well, are you married? You're not married, are you?
No.
Would you know about how this thing works? But let's say in a relationship, for starters.
Exactly.
Do you find that you can just lose all feelings, all sense of attraction for a partner?
I mean, let's just imagine before she says yes to you, there's this heightened feelings. You hit it back to back. Then the minute she says yes to you, you go like, not today. Let's do it this weekend. I feel like
Familiarity kind of like...
it can't set in. Then it will just depend on you being very intentional.
Love as a choice.
It is.
I get you.
I'm looking behind you.
Leave. This guy's on filter.
It has to be
I
intentional.
can see what you are not saying from where I'm sitting.
Right?
How do you take it though?
So yeah, but for me though, I feel like that's why you should never buy anything non-tested. Never, ever.
There's the reason why he only drives Tokumbo cars, because they don't test on
You
tire.
have to test. So I always say this thing there. For me, in marriage, forget what anybody tells you. Once you guys stop having sex, that's the beginning of the end. Because regardless of whatever it is that you guys are going through, for as long as you're still like, come here, come here,
Exactly. It's the
you
bond.
can fix whatever problem you have. But you see, when you lose that sexual chemistry, it's the beginning of... You can try every other thing in the world. It's never going to work. Because I feel like sex is that point in your life where you submit yourself completely. So it doesn't matter if you annoyed me yesterday. It doesn't matter if you annoyed me 2 weeks ago.
You
It
should
doesn't.
still be
Do you understand? If I
active.
can still get naked for you, then all of those are irrelevant. And I believe without any doubt in my soul that people actually need to be true to themselves. When you are not sexually attracted to your partner, it's a big problem. Like, let nobody
So what do
lie
you
to you
think then?
about
Do you
it.
think what the Ikuku himself said, or coming out to tell
So the
was
first
the
thing,
right?
so the first thing when I saw that, the first thing that came to my mind was like, so let's assume I know Reverend Ikuku, and I'm sitting down in the office and I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see this thing pop up. I know his wife. I'm like, why are you telling the world? Like, so imagine the wife in the office typing and filling papers, and then somebody says,
in front of her.
God, your husband is not protecting you anymore. It's a lot, though. It's a lot. And I think social media is actually things that people
Oh, don't
think.
go to social media. I really wanted to get there, but I wanted to ask Gang, because he's also a professor in these topics. What causes the loss of sexual attraction?
It could be many things. Here's the funny thing. Change is constant. There's change negative, there's positive.
Yep.
The funny thing, like I said in the group chat during the week, is like your marriage can't be based on just a physical or sexual attraction. There has to be more on that. But different things can cause it. It could be weight gain.
Yeah.
Those are things.
Keep going.
We said earlier on, if some people don't want to have sex with a pregnant woman because they have certain fears and they've heard certain
It's just
things
9
as
months,
well.
though.
Yep.
You get me?
9 months is a long
It's
time.
just 9 months, though.
Yeah, that's for the woman. Do you understand? Like a man,
Three-quarters of a year.
like somebody like me that grew a pot belly. I thought my wife wouldn't really want to get down anymore. Like,
Oh, she found her way around it.
yeah, I found my way around.
She
it
did,
too.
not you.
But different things can physically happen that will make you no longer like if you have a certain spec. You know, there's a way you like them, like how our Ghanaian guest here likes them slim, dark. You know,
I do.
So what happens? What happens when they put on extra weight?
Don't
what
gain
happens?
weight.
What
No,
happens when
don't
they
gain
don't take care of
weight.
themselves?
Don't gain weight.
Do you understand? What happens when they? What happens when they don't take care of themselves? Do you understand? So many things.
Can I plug in there and say something?
Yeah.
And please forgive my use of the word plug. Never plug it. I find that weight gain, change in physical appearance, they're all factors. But there's one big factor which you almost touched on. I had to stop because I didn't want you to steal my thunder. 2 weeks ago, I decided that I was going to clean up my algorithm for Instagram, and I did that deliberately because I noticed that, and I'm not ashamed to say this.
You're saying almost the same thing.
Well, not just the same thing, but things that I really, it's women.
vibing with them
It's
anymore.
women, they're all over the place. It's, they're just scrolling through my Explore page.
Okay, that's
And I thought to myself, I must have clicked on one of two of these very beautiful women once or twice. I'm accepting that I did because they're beautiful. But then I said to myself, no, I can't do this. Because there's a way social media actually makes you start to think. It kind of like programs your mind into, this is how a woman must be. If your woman is not like this, then
You're missing out.
come over to the dark side.
No, but
So I cleaned that up, and today I put up a post and I said, I actually feel mentally better because now my algorithm is only about bikes, gym and stuff.
Football, that's me.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's also a factor. What you see programs your mind, and I think this is what's responsible for most of the
honestly.
distractions. Oh, how did I say I was going to put it? Something about I'm going to remember before the end of the show.
So honestly, though, I feel like loss of sexual attraction in a marriage because I have first-hand experience. First-hand experience because so there's a friend of mine. We're really good friends back then, and for women, I'm speaking for women now because I've spoken to about 4 married women, and I realized that for them it's a different thing from men. Now, for women, loss in sexual attraction could be anything from, and most of them, it's not really about weight gain or weight loss. It's about, okay, this guy has changed. Like, when I met him, he was a go-getter. All of a sudden, he's just so laid back. Like, women actually like men that constantly amuse them. Like, wow. The moment you start to lose that wow factor, she starts to lose interest. So, because I don't speak to them anymore, and I hope they are not watching this, there was a friend of mine that said, a girl, his wife said to me that when she met him, he was a go-getter, but now he's so laid back, I mean, she goes out in the morning, she knows what he's wearing when she goes out, and she knows he's going to be wearing exactly the same thing when she gets back. And she said in her words that when he's having sex with me, I just lay back there and close my eyes. So the day she said that, I knew, that was 3 years before they finally went their separate ways. But I knew that she had actually completely removed herself from that marriage. And I've had 1, 2, 3 other women say almost the same thing, like, I'm not interested in him anymore.
I'm really scared that I know that I know you, because you seem to know a lot of people who have divorced their partners, who are having problems. So I don't know whether sitting here with you is going to rub up on me. So I don't know if you're scared.
No, I'm
not scared, but what's the good thing for me?
So here's the funny thing. One day I was talking to my wife, and she said to me, she was like, you realize that of all the people we know, while we're starting our life,
the only ones who
there are like just 2 of us left married.
Wow.
I was like,
you must be the problem.
I never thought about it like that. And these were completely great marriages, but people just couldn't walk around it.
I'll tell you why yours is working, but in a bit. You were gonna say.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I've noticed something. Communication is very important. And these people are supposed to be having conversations with their spouses. Unfortunately, they're having conversations
with other people.
With other people.
Thank you.
If you can communicate and say, I'm not feeling you like I used to, there are things you can do to fix it, to address it, to keep that energy. You need to be creative enough to know, and intentional as well, to know that I need to change or do something to keep the fire burning.
So Gideon, what's the culture like in Ghana regarding marriage people? Do you guys, well, it should be like it is in Nigeria. I mean, we always carry that fire through.
Similar.
Very similar cultures.
Yeah.
But my question now is, and I was going to say this about him, communication, when you're home with you're not married unfortunately, but don't worry, in due time. But maybe you have friends who have. But that communication thing is the biggest, for me, the biggest factor. Like in your case, the reason why you're still together, your friends aren't, is the fact that you tell the truth to your wife.
Because the truth of the matter is I would rather not have it any other way, though. I always say this, like, why are you... So I feel like... And the first time she told me that, I was like, why are you not saying this to him, though? Because he doesn't know this. Like, he doesn't know this is how you feel. Why are you carrying this burden? Like, and then you're carrying this aggression towards another human being that you live with every day. And this thing just keeps building and building. With everything they do, you just add one more layer and another layer. And I'm like, it's not...
Pretty much very lucky to have somebody that would just come to you and say, she says it at it.
Yeah. Conversations are difficult.
But then again, when women fall out of love or when they fall out of attraction, I don't know if that's the thing. It's with a man. It's not about their physical appearance.
Most times, yes.
It's
most
not.
times. For
it's
women,
like you've just explained. It's about their drive, maybe lost in drive or this or that. But for men, why is it that it's almost always about the fact that they are not the same person, shapely, like they met them from before? That's what I'm suspecting in the case of this pastor Ikuku has happened. Am I correct or wrong here, Gideon? Do you agree or not? He breathes in.
About to get something deep.
I'm hoping.
Something very deep.
But do you think that, do you ever think that women would look at a man and say, he's out of shape, I'm no longer attracted to him?
Some actually do.
Yeah.
Right? But there's this, I don't know when it actually happened, but we tend to actually pay attention to the physical stature of a woman.
Humans, we're eyes.
Yes, we are visual.
We're visual.
You understand? More than the woman. Some of them, yes, do more of the mental thing and try to just go like the personality behind you. But we look at you and go like, this was why I called you to tell you to come and sit close.
You look sexy, I like it.
Yes. It's ravish and it's more like, you're showing thigh.
But
now at home you're putting on this.
We have examples of couples who are still looking fit, still looking good, but still break up at the end of the day.
I want to see this
in that case.
I'm wondering if it's
pastor's wife then to actually get this, juxtapose those when he met her
and how she is now.
Yeah. But for me, this is what I believe. Like, regardless of whatever shape the woman or the guy is in, at some point, every marriage will take a nosedive.
It's called routine.
Yeah, routine kills everything. So
routine is not good.
Oh, it's not good.
You have to switch things up from time to time.
It's predictable, so you know what
to know.
You know what
when
to expect.
It's taking a nosedive, and then you're like, okay, you know what? What are we going to do about this? This is where we are now. Because in all honesty, the first time you get with the girl that you like and she likes you,
so excited.
You guys are going to be firing on all four cylinders.
Yes.
But then again, now let's throw in the mix of you're married.
Yeah.
You go to work, she goes to work. You guys come back, you're both tired. She lives in your house now, so you know that you can have it anytime you want.
You see her naked every single night.
There was the first, before you guys got married, every time you saw your girl, she was looking 100. She was always 100. Do you understand? She knew you were coming. Now you're going to see her wake up in the morning, go to the bathroom, she brushes her mouth, she has a bath, she walks around with G-string, and you're like... So, in all honesty, boredom begins to set in. And I think as sensible people, that's why you're supposed to arrest it and be like, okay, you know what? This thing is getting boring.
Okay.
Maybe we should go on VK. Maybe, like, just find something.
Like I said, switch
it's only
it
normal.
up.
It's only normal.
That's also bends on certain factors. I mean, if you want to switch things up, then you have to have the money to switch things up.
That's the mistake a lot of people. That's the mistake a lot of people make, though.
Don't crucify me. I was
Not everybody has that skill set to switch.
But it's not. Does switching things up have to be expensive?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
You don't have to do it in the bedroom every day. You can do it in the living room.
Whoa! That's not what I meant. But now that you said that,
no, you're being impulsive like that. No, but sometimes
I can tell you for free.
I agree with you. Actually.
Imagine knowing that. Okay. As you are,
you just took it to 100 real quick.
No, but that's the truth. Like, you
see. Listen, let me give you a list. Okay. You can switch up styles for people that are holier than most. Maybe it's only missionary that they know. You can change styles. Like Femi said, you can change location. You understand? Some people want to even invite third parties. That's on you. But
that's
what some people do. Some people decide to swing with other. You just need to, if you keep on doing the same thing. And
how did you switch yours up?
Mine doesn't need switching.
So there's never been a third party. Gag has the right things to say.
Let me tell you something about my marriage.
I don't like
let me tell you something about my marriage. I picked a woman whose body is not going to change like that over the next 40 years. See, listen, 12 years and she's
break our drink all of it.
That's what 12 years. God, I'm swinging and it just hits down body. 12 years. And do you understand? My wife still attracts me like the first time I saw her. You get me? And this after 2 kids.
He's getting some tonight.
This after 2 kids. So there's different things. And this is the Femi said. There are different rooms in the house that you can try. There are different things you can do. Sometimes you can even say, you know what? We're not even staying in the house this weekend. We're going somewhere else. Sometimes you might even. Here's another thing. Sometimes you might even want to introduce some toys.
Gang the bad man.
I'm telling you from things I've heard and things I've seen,
but not done,
and
things I've experienced. So
there's different ways to switch up things that you've done. No, it's okay. Well, man,
here's another thing.
Don't try. The
way you dress sometimes. You know, the natural African woman might want to be tying wrapper, big t-shirt.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know this kind of women.
So you get me?
That's what I'm saying.
The outfits you wear around the house, it matters. The way you present yourself. Even as a guy, the way you dress, the way you smell.
Right.
It says a lot to a woman as well. So there's different ways to switch it up.
So personally, I found this one, baby, I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to educate people here with something you did that I thought was grand. I walked into the... Why are you drinking like that? You're making me nervous.
Go ahead.
I walked into the house and my wife actually switched things up.
How about lose guard today?
She had actually bought this very beautiful, you want the clothes off, but this time she was wearing this very beautiful lingerie, and I'm like, I've not seen this before. And for me, it wasn't even the dress or whatever it was, the lingerie. It wasn't even that. It was the spontaneity.
No, but guess what took you?
So that's what I meant. You don't need any expensive...
No, but guess what took you?
What?
The effort.
Good.
The effort.
It was the effort.
The intention.
It was the effort.
Exactly.
It was the effort.
Yes. From her.
So
exactly.
in all honesty, and I'm being honest here. In all honesty, most times, because the person is right beside you every night, there's always a tendency to just assume that we'll do it tomorrow. It's always that we'll do it tomorrow, and then you don't put in any effort anymore. Now, say for example, when you guys were cutting, you know that if I don't smash this week, it's still next week. Do you understand? So
we didn't do any of that.
We did all of that. So I've never buy anything that I've not tested in my life.
I'm just going back to tested theory.
I can never, because
Gang, did you get yours tested or
No, but that's
untested?
when you get surprises, though.
Untested.
You got yours untested.
Untested.
This man got her pregnant before.
No, but I want to ask you a question. The way your wives, this doesn't involve you. But
Sorry,
the
we'll
way
come back
your
to you.
wives, the way your wives dress when they come to bed, does that tell you anything?
Yeah, there's
Yes,
a signal.
No, so that's the first sign. The
Sometimes.
first tell that
Yeah.
you're getting it tonight, though.
Yes.
So, but here's the thing, though. A lot of
If they
people
come wearing a pair of jeans,
lock up now.
That's
You know,
just, why would you be coming to bed with bucket pants?
Office
first of
don't
all?
close.
It's not.
So here's the thing, and I say this to a lot of people that people, you have to be intentional when you are married,
Yeah.
and especially when you're married for a bit. You have to be intentional about these things. They're not going to happen. I mean, you have kids in the house.
yeah.
It was a different case when it was just you guys in the house and you could do whatever you want. Now you have kids, so that means that there are things you want to do, they can't be around. Like, you have to be intentional about it. It's not going to fall out of the sky.
I got one thing though. But in this case, it's not just anybody who's saying that they've lost attraction for their wife. This is a man of God. I'm thinking about the whether it was the influence or the impact. You're a man of God and you're telling these kinds of things. You have a congregation or a group of people who actually look up to you.
You even
What are you
giving
telling?
advice to
Yeah, so it kind of
newly wedded
couple.
couple.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. At the end of the day, he's still a human being. He has needs.
Wait,
He wakes up in the morning with a stiffy.
Femi,
And he can't stick it to the woman behind beside him.
whose business is it?
So,
You're a man of
first-
God.
but if he's
Don't
still
turn to
sleeping with his
Jesus or
wife-
somebody, pray about
So
it.
for me, no, Jan, prayer is not going to solve that problem. People always, prayer never solves that
You guys,
problem.
you guys are really religious in Ghana, aren't you? I mean, I've been to Ghana before. Every street has a church and stuff like
So
that.
I'm gonna-
Your men of actually they do.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys this. People always assume, and it's a very dangerous assumption. Men always assume that because you've been with this woman for a long time, she doesn't have the kind of needs that she had back then. But she does. Now, as a man, before you decided, okay, this is the lady I want to settle with, there must be certain things that you saw that blew you away, right? Once those things start to
Dwindle,
fiddle away,
fade.
it's a problem. You find your attraction falling. And I think that's the point where you call your partner and be like, okay,
Is it that easy? Then
It's
they
the easy-
hear.
No, but so
That's
so
another
here's-
thing. How do you tell?
No, but so here's the,
You know, it's not
the
every-
easiest thing in the world. I tell people this. So what are the options? The only option you have if you don't do that is you guys are going to end up in the divorce court.
Yeah, but you see, and gang, please back me up here if you can. My point is this: it takes two people who absolutely know each other, respect each other, and communicate with each other to actually say, okay, I'm telling you this because I think you're going out of shape, baby, or this is dying. This is not how I met you.
So here's the
And for
thing,
that person to
communication-
also reciprocate,
Take it in
take
good
it in
faith.
and okay, and then work
Communication-
toward it.
Here's the honest thing there. Communication is difficult. Honest communication is very, very difficult. But guess what? I always say this thing, like, I'd rather someone tell me something I didn't want to hear,
Yeah.
but I was true,
Yeah.
than you telling me what I want to hear. Oh, you're doing it right. Imagine, I don't know if I can say this. So
Once again, let's
There's
hear
something
another.
Femi can't say.
Yes,
No,
I'm-
so here's the thing. Wow. Imagine sleeping with a girl, and you think that I've been with her.
Yeah.
And then the girl like,
Go to talk to their friends. Even.
you're just there.
won't you realize she told you that,
Yeah,
Mr.
you
Man,
try,
you are
yeah.
not,
What's this?
you are not, Jonathan. So, in all honesty, for me, like, I believe without any doubt in my soul that communication solves a lot of problems. Yes, you're not receiving it might
Apart
not
from
be.
communication, Femi, I would say this, and I've said it before. I don't know whether people will understand it the way I do. That's what happens when you have a spec.
Nobody gets back.
Do you understand? No,
Baba,
some people will tell
nobody
you.
gets spec.
Some people will tell you.
Baba,
There's
you
no
don't
such thing
get
as spec.
spec.
If you follow
You
spec,
don't get spec.
if you follow spec, you're in trouble.
You don't get spec. You don't
Gang,
say you don't get spec.
do you live in a paradise? It's like everything roll rosy in your house. Because
Because
when you
I'm
always
doing
say
this,
these
I
things,
told
like-
myself the
it's
truth.
like-
But
no,
I can
no,
tell you for free, you don't get spec.
Yeah, I don't get spec.
Nobody gets spec. So men
I don't
always
get spec.
assume that, oh, have a spec, there has to be, it's a lie.
Wow.
Draw a list of all the girls you've been with.
Yeah.
There's almost no similarity between them. You're a man. You might like this one for boobs.
Yeah.
You might like this one for backside.
Yeah.
You might like this one for mannerism. You might like this one for
Talk.
Do you understand?
Company.
Conversation. So in the real sense of the word, women might have spec because I'm not the one I wouldn't know.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
Yes.
Yeah.
But as a man,
the same guy every time.
as a man, how is it that you like Rihanna, who is skinny?
Yeah.
You like Beyonce, who is on the thick side?
Like Lizzo.
Do you
On the
understand?
thicker side.
In some
side.
situation.
Careful, don't be shaking your head. You are not.
Like,
Be
there's
careful.
a bomb behind you. If I were you, I'd be very, very careful right now.
We like you.
and I would like for you to have peace. So please.
Oh boy,
be
listen,
careful.
you. Let's put a bow in it this time. When we get back, we're expecting your comments. The Black Table on TVC, that's hashtag the Black Table on TVC. We'd like to know what you guys think about the two topics we've talked about today. We'll be right back after this break.
At TVC Communications, we're all about our audience. Millions of viewers, listeners, and readers every day all around Nigeria.
Our 2 TV stations are among the most watched in Nigeria.
TVC News is our award-winning 24-hour national and international news channel headquartered here in Lagos, broadcasting live from our custom-built state-of-the-art news headquarters.
TVC, the top-rated family entertainment channel, is the place for fun, music, and information. With our breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria, the all-female chat show, Your View, the best soaps and dramas from Nolly, Bali, and Hollywood, music and entertainment blast, courtesy E-Splash, and of course, award-winning news and current affairs. It is all here.
With news bureau and studios around the country and the ability to go live anywhere, anytime, we are first.
Says gang saying sleeping with a pregnant woman makes sense because he can't get pregnant for you. Got me rolling on the floor. Baba, have you done it before? Because it looks like you've been talking from experience.
You have to answer that though.
Gang, please.
You have to answer that.
Like I said, I'm happily married, and when
That's
my
not the
wife,
question.
have
you done it before?
Have you done it
the
before?
answer is yes.
Okay.
With my wife.
From before you got married, gang. There's always
before I got married. Listen, I thank
we don't need that information.
I thank the Lord above that I've not been a bad boy like some of you have.
Don't go there. Don't go there. Shots fired. Some of us are from the military. We don't take these things. Lie down. So please.
We got more. Mr. Lover says, I agree with you. All these, there is more to the whole madness with the man and his pregnant wife.
Definitely.
Yes, I think there's already a problem in the family from before.
Definitely.
He suspected. He walked in there prepared with his phone and everything. Probably not his baby in that woman. That's what I think.
Most probably.
And this is Akintayo Jr. At the Vinch 231 says it's just insane when you think about the guts the guy had. It can't be the first time, nope, to be honest, because if it is, I believe someone who is reasonable would want to go play away with a pregnant lady on her turf. Yeah, That was crazy. Hashtag the Black Table on TVC. Thank you very much. Remember to use that. We still got plenty more. Lil Boo Boo 419. We didn't know that type. Says this pastor should get out. If he's a pastor, we're not too sure. But Gideon says he is. What is our business knowing his marriage? Oh, you're talking about the second.
Yeah.
Forgive me. Yes, Pastor Ikuku. What is our business knowing his marital ish? She says, or he says. Figure it out, dude. Abi Spirikoko, don't carry your brain. Go. You don't know what to do to get your sex life back. And that is where I stand with all this. We don't need to know. There's plenty of advice that the Bible gives, even when you think that it doesn't, about you, your partner, and how to make things work. I don't think as a man of God, he should have been telling us what the impact is on his congregation.
I honestly feel that the guy put that out there just so he could dissolve the marriage.
Something just entered my head. The guy has a side chick already.
He just wanted to dissolve the marriage. He wanted to dissolve the marriage. He wanted to. Because it was only for him to tell us.
What?
Pastor?
Yeah, the pastor probably already has. You said it when we were off. You said he has. Something is entering his eye.
No, a pastor is a human being. Oh, if Beyonce stand for in front of strip, he go stiffy. Oh.
Wait, I'm getting information now that the pastor actually said he has a side chick. Am I correct or am I wrong?
It's a normal thing.
So we suspected correctly.
No, it's a normal thing. It's actually a normal thing.
It just goes to show you, in the book of Matthew, it says not everybody that calls the name of God is actually
this guy is 100%.
I'm sad for his congregation.
Gang surprises you every single time.
Not everybody that says he's a pastor is actually a pastor or a man of God.
True that, true.
But then in the same sense, there's still men.
I also feel like we actually owe these human beings to higher standards.
Too much esteem.
Yes, it's wrong. It's
I agree
wrong.
with
They're
you.
human beings just like you and I.
Yeah.
They'll fall into temptation. They'll look at breast. Yeah, it's normal.
Especially at church.
Because of how they also play.
So imagine if...
No, how do you mean how they also play?
I mean, these pastors.
Yeah.
All right? Some of them actually make us believe that they see God face to face.
Sure.
And so certain sinful acts...
They are above certain things. True that.
So it's how they play in front of our eyes. That's why we cut them a lot of slack and go like, you're supposed to sit still.
This, yes.
Pastor, so you do doggy? Do you understand?
Missionary. Pastor. Talk to that.
How would you know
how you from the back? Pastor. Come on.
Oh, jeez.
Look at that. It's almost sinful.
A guy actually tweeted one time that he is attracted to a pregnant woman. Yes, says this person. Yeah, it happens. It's a thing. Go research it. People are attracted to people who are lactating, women who are lactating. That's some weird fetishes. Some people pregnant.
The key here is make sure that the pregnant woman you're attracted to is yours and not somebody else's.
Yeah.
So are you, sorry, are you saying for you to be attracted to her, you're always going to have to get her pregnant?
Yes, I mean, can't be specific.
Yeah, fetishes are weird. It comes to you like that.
Okay, this is at outlook.com. Hey, you're becoming a regular. Thank you very much. It says, look, Mazina, I still really love my wife, and sometimes we don't have sex for almost 2 months. That's a long time, but it happens.
Wow.
We both come home tired, but I still cuddle her to sleep, kiss her randomly, and we are sure that we may be just on need of a vacation. So yes, I'm good at beg. So it does happen. I think 2 shows ago or 3 shows ago.
No, but still, there's physical touch.
There's physical touch, yeah.
So he's all right.
Is that enough?
So intimacy for me, I always say this: it's not just always sex.
It's dynamic.
It's not always sexual.
It's dynamic.
Nice word.
It could be conversation. It could be touch. So some women just want you to be there, beside me, holding me.
Yeah.
The guy wants to let's get down, but she's complete. Just you being beside me. Like intimacy is very dynamic. That's just the word. It's very dynamic.
I saw this thing on socials where a woman was saying sometimes when they say they just want a back rub or a massage, that's what they want.
Sometimes.
But it's hard for men to actually execute that. At some point they want more. But sometimes that's what they want. They don't want the sex.
And you surprise them with the end product.
Exactly.
Gideon, you have a fan.
Ooh.
You have a fan. Linda here says, hey, who is this Ghanaian bloke? This Ghanaian brother. Charlie, welcome to Nigeria.
Thank you.
You're all I see. If only you were here, I think
you behave yourself.
So, disclaimer. There's a frown behind the scenes.
This Charlie is taking
a big frown behind the scenes. So please,
Don't bring a
Linda,
Charlie here. Linda, please.
do not.
Charlie away.
Please.
All right, Funke here says, will you guys be comfortable if the woman in the relationship is the one who lost interest? You people are, and your double standards. Let me try and understand that. Would we be comfortable if the woman in the relationship...
If it was the woman that told her pastor's husband that she doesn't find him attractive.
In a funny sort of way, that's what I would have expected.
I would say this forever and ever. I'd rather people tell me the truth. Like, so if I'm with any woman and she feels like, oh, you know what, I don't find you attractive anymore. I think it's better you communicate that to your partner, like, okay, this and this and this are what you used to do that I used to find amazing, but now you don't do those things anymore. Because if you don't do that to them, you're actually doing them a disservice.
Well, how much easier is it for men than women, or women than men, to actually switch things up and respice the relationship? So, is it easier for men to just go, okay, tell me the truth, okay, you don't find me attractive again, or I'll work on it?
It doesn't come from us.
I'll work on it. So you're saying it's much more difficult for ladies to work on it and get the relationship back on track?
So I feel like if a woman...
You talking, look, let me hear this guy. Wait. Do you get what I'm saying? With which gender is it easier? And this is not battle of the sexes, forgive me. But is it easier for women to switch and get the relationship back on track than it would be for the men?
So I feel like most times they are in pole control.
Oh, okay.
You understand? And it is actually very good for you if the woman is in control. And try to help you with the spicing up of things and the tempo, how to actually, okay, we're doing this wrong.
Okay.
And in most cases, I've always liked my women to be very...
Your woman.
You
have a lot of training.
So the problem, this is, you are actually the problem. You are the problem. I assume that everybody's lifestyle is their lifestyle.
Because that's what Jesus wanted.
He said, my women. You assume.
I'm looking at my brother.
No, you're not.
I'm looking at my brother.
No, you're not. You assume that, okay, dude, you have to be monogamous.
Yes.
I'm just wahala.
But I have this fear that if a woman no longer finds you attractive, and she starts losing interest in you, it's very hard to bring a woman back on board.
That's what I'm asking, you see.
You see, like, it's harder to bring a woman back on board than to bring them.
So that's why it's good for you if she is upfront with you.
Women like to be chased. And they also like chasing men. Regardless of what anybody will tell you, when you go out of the house in the morning, try it. Looking better than you normally look. Your wife is going to go, where are you going to?
Every Monday, actually.
Where are you going to? When you get out, where are you going to? Just know that you're ticking the boxes.
Listen, we're almost out of time, Femi, but we would like to take our final words from our Ghanaian brother, Gideon Kojo Bwache, in the house. Gideon, you're an actor.
Yes.
What have we seen you do, by the way?
Okay, very soon, my movie Single and Not Searching will come on Netflix. Yes.
Nice.
We just went to do the premiere in... we did London, and then we've done was got Dubai.
Nice.
The next one is just coming to Nigeria. Then afterwards, it will be on the streaming platform.
Single but not searching. Huh?
Single not searching.
Single not searching. That's a good one.
We'll look Ghana, Nigeria, and Hollywood.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So we've got here Osasi Godaro. We've got what's her name? Chioma Apota.
Big teams, man. Big teams.
And then
that's good, man. That's good. What's about that time when you give us just a tip, please? Your little,
The problem with that just the tip word is that it has a lot of meanings.
No.
How can you say just the tip?
No shoulders.
No, girls know what just the tip means. Stop it.
Gideon.
Men, be generous to yourself.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that.
Be generous to yourself.
Yeah. Don't be too strict.
That word is very pregnant. That sentence is very pregnant. Be generous to yourself.
Generous. Cut yourself some slack. You understand? Take life easy. You're a man.
Nigeria. Good to have you on the black table.
Gideon, he said just the tip. You went all the way.
What does it? Thank you for coming again. Your unfiltered, undiluted self is always welcome here. You have a place on the black table every single time. And of course, gang, we wish we could do away with you, but
No, lie. Without gang, it's the black table.
Thank you, everybody who's out there, who's sending messages, who's been with us since 11 o'clock. It's already almost Saturday morning. We have to go get some more drinks in us. But we want to say, we're starting a new ritual here on Fridays. So after the show every single Friday, you can join us actually at Fish Farm. It's a very lovely place. It's a very beautiful ambience there for a night like no other. Now, we'll be looking out for you guys if you guys want to come and see all of us there this evening. So, hey, we're welcoming you guys as well. It's going to be great. That's at Fish Farm. And we'll give you all the details. If you want, please do remember to find out the information. Use the hashtag #TheBlackTable on TVC. That's it. That will be all for tonight. Thank you very much. See you guys again on Friday night next week. Keep it a date. Bye-bye.
Oh